and she's like, it's supposed to be easy. It's good for it to feel easy. And like, it took all of my strength to not like burst out crying. We're done. Hey guys, it is Saturday and it's actually pretty late. We need to get this show on the road. We've just been around the house mostly. Grant had to go into work a little bit. I did my thing, you know, just feeling horrible generally, but I'm feeling okay right now. We're gonna make the best of it. It's been horrible weather in Dallas, or actually I think most of Texas. It's just been really, really cold. No, not really cold compared to other places. We do not have to compare and contrast because it's probably much, much colder where you live, but it's too cold for us. We're not prepared for these situations, and it's supposed to be getting maybe a lot worse tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. So we're planning on just staying in, doing our thing here at the house tomorrow. So right now we wanted to run out and look around at some cars. I talked to you guys about this a little bit. We are looking for a car to replace mine. I've had my car for a really long time and we want to get a bigger car. We've always wanted at least one bigger car between us because we both have smaller cars. Grant sold his car because it was having a lot of trouble, and we are borrowing his mom's car since she doesn't need it because she's living on a boat right now. And I don't know, there's a lot of car stories floating around, but we've been looking, we've been doing research, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do as far as a car for me. And right now we're not going to buy a car. Definitely not what's going to be happening today, but we're going to be looking at least one of the ones that we've been doing a lot of research for. I'm excited for that. I'm excited right now. Hopefully the energy stays up. But before I clean this up, I want to show you guys, in case you don't follow me on Instagram. Whoa, it's really bright. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I just posted a picture to celebrate my last day of progesterone shots. Today is going to be my 68th progesterone shot tonight at 9 o'clock. And it's gonna be my very last progesterone shot. And it's gonna be my very last shot of this round of IVF. And there will likely be more shots in the future, but for now it is done, and I'm so happy and I'm so thrilled to post this picture with so many of my empty shots and little medicine vials, my newest ultrasound. I'll tell you guys more about that later, and the cutest onesie in the entire world. Here, let me get you at a better angle. This was totally not my idea. I've seen other IVF moms do photos like this, and I just think it's the cutest thing in the world. And this is not even all of our shots. We didn't save them all, and some of them didn't have caps, so obviously I wasn't gonna fish them out and put them on the floor, but these are just the ones that had caps. And for the progesterone and oil shots alone, I've done 68 of them, and then this is a lot of the other shots from the stimulation cycles, the egg retrievals, all of that. It's just a lot, and I'm just so excited to finally be taking a picture like this. Absolutely worth the wait. I don't know, I'll talk to you more about it later because we gotta go. I just wanted to show you this before I clean it up.
Oh, here's those GV80s.
You say that like I know what you're talking about.
That's the one, like the soft close thing you were loving.
Oh.
Look at that Palisade, the blacked out one.
Oh my gosh.
Markered out, dude.
We've been watching reviews on YouTube from a few different channels, and there was one car review that we watched for this car that is totally not something that we're considering, but it had soft close doors. The minute I saw that, I was like, there's nothing I wanted more. I'm not really a car person. I don't really honestly like care about cars. I'm not like, I don't know, my car has never been tied to my identity in any way at all. I've always had kind of just like whatever cars, and I'm fine with that as long as it doesn't require a lot of attention. That's like the main thing for me. A car that pretty much takes care of itself. But when I saw that, I was just like, soft close, sign me up.
It's a car that takes care of you.
Really? I would like soft close everything. Like anything that can have soft close, I would like that. We don't have like soft close drawers or anything like that.
Yeah.
But ooh, what a luxury that would be.
Ooh, what a luxury I am and would be.
Okay. All right, let's go. All right, so we talked to our guy for a little bit. It's gone kind of dark, but we're in the car and we're about to do a test drive.
Test drive.
He was telling us a little bit about the features, and
this car is loaded.
it's got a lot going on. I've never had a car with all of the stuff that this car has. It's kind of overwhelming. Like, I truly feel like I'd have to like sit in it and learn how to do it. Like, I've never had a car with a backup camera, and I know that's like so standard now. Anyway, we're gonna get on the road.
All right. First car theft.
Wow.
What do you think?
I like it. Ooh.
Now it's beeping at you.
I feel like it was easier to drive than I expected because I've never regularly driven a really large car like this one. So there is like some nervousness. I've always had a smaller car, but I feel good in this. I feel like it's really smooth. I'm sorry it's so dark. This is probably worthless right now, but I like it. All right, back home in my comfy clothes. Couldn't wait to get here. So it was great going car shopping. We really just looked at one car, talked to one guy pretty quickly, did a small test drive. The car was cool. It had a lot of amazing features that I've definitely never had in any car ever before. And I was really impressed. But of course, that was a new car. And I have this thing in me where I don't want a new car. I just like can't. I can't do it just because it loses so much value, and there are so many used cars out there that are perfectly good. And yes, it does kind of limit your options. You kind of have to work with what they've got, but we've also got time. So we're kind of just continuing the conversation. There are other cars that we want to look at and more things that we want to consider. The guy asked me, he was like, is there a certain color we're looking for? And I was just like, I wasn't even ready for this question. Like, I've literally never chosen the color of my car before, and I'm just like, I don't even know what I would want if I could pick. So obviously that's all still very up in the air, and we're still just even figuring out, okay, when does this really need to happen? So that was really good. I was excited that we got to do that. And then we wanted to run over to Central Market really quick to get a couple of things for tomorrow. And wow, I never go grocery shopping unless it's just a really quick trip at our grocery store really close to us, which honestly I don't really like, and they don't have a lot of stuff, so it's not really like an experience where you like get distracted by a lot of things. I generally just order groceries. I just want it to be super easy. I don't want to think about it. I don't really want to browse. Like, that's not what's fun to me. I know there's so many people out there, like Grant included, he likes grocery shopping and browsing and finding new products and stuff. That's just not me for whatever reason. But we went to Central Market. We don't have a Central Market that's really close to us, so I never get to go there. And it was a thrilling grocery store experience. Like, food has taken on a whole new level of importance to me. Like, I get so excited to eat everything, and everything I hear about, like say we're like watching a vlog or something and they're like eating a meal and I'm like, that sounds great. You know, we could have just eaten dinner and then somebody talks about some food and I'm like, I could go for that. I'm just like ready to eat at all times. Everything sounds delicious. Like, I wanted to buy everything at this store. So that was great. But then I started feeling nauseous. I needed to eat, and we got some food. But right now we are getting ready to do my progesterone shot, my last progesterone shot. It is a big moment. It is a big day. I am so excited to do this very last shot. Oh, there she is. Luna has been eating dinner. She's crunching away in the background, and suddenly she decided, I'm gonna come sit with you. And I'm wearing my Luna pants that I got for Christmas. Okay, not distracted. It feels crazy to actually be getting done with this. So we had an appointment with a new OB over the last week, and it was a really great appointment. We really, really liked the doctor. We liked everything that we heard about the hospital that I'd be delivering in. it was just a really good experience, and I think that is the OB that we're gonna go with. We were between two that were recommended to us, and we really liked both of them, and it was kind of a hard decision, but this one was really great. And we had our ultrasound. I'll show you that ultrasound picture and everything tomorrow when there's better light and everything. But we were talking to her, of course, about a lot of things, asking a lot of questions, and she was just going through her whole thing. It was like a 2-hour appointment. She was really, really great. But one of the things that we were talking about, of course, is my progesterone shots and getting off of my progesterone shots, because initially my fertility doctor was telling me to stop them at the end of week 9. And that was actually the earliest that I heard of anyone, you know, that I talked to online, or my sister, or pretty much anyone that I know that has done progesterone shots. That was the earliest that I had heard. And you know, I've told you guys, I've been nervous about getting off these progesterone shots, even though I hate them, even though they're hard and they're painful and I have all kinds of side effects from them. You know, you just kind of cling on to it because you feel like you're doing something. You're doing something that helps this pregnancy happen. You're doing something to help the baby, and you want to keep doing it, even if it's like really, really hurting you. Of course. And I brought it up with the first OB that I met with, and she was like, extend it a week. If it makes you feel better, just do it. You're gonna be fine. You know, all doctors are like, you're gonna be fine, but they hear this same worry, I think, from all IVF patients, or all patients that have been on progesterone. So I brought it up with the new OB, and she was so understanding. And something that I heard about from some other people online was tapering off the progesterone and the estrogen that I've been on. And she was like, that's a great idea. That could even put you in a better position with not risking any bleeding when you get off progesterone, because that's something that can happen. Cramping and bleeding. My sister went through that whenever she got off her progesterone, which could definitely be adding to my worries about getting off of progesterone, because that was really scary and she didn't know what was going on. And I mean, obviously, it was connected to getting off of progesterone, and she ended up extending it a little bit more. It didn't have any effect on the pregnancy, but it was scary, obviously. So she said, go ahead, do the tapering. She was super understanding. She didn't make me feel like I was dumb for being worried about it, which was wonderful, because that's not everyone's reaction, unfortunately. And so we have been tapering down through the last week, and tonight is the last night. And she was like, you are gonna feel so much better when you get off this progesterone. You know, you don't even realize maybe how bad you feel until you get off of this progesterone. And I've never had anybody tell me that. And it's very interesting. And I know the progesterone shots can really, really add to your tiredness. Like, you guys know, like, if you've been pregnant, you know, without progesterone or whatever, like, you know how exhausted you were. Apparently progesterone makes you feel even more tired. It's just very interesting that she was saying that. And I was like, it's gonna feel too easy when I stop the progesterone. I'm gonna feel like I'm not doing anything. And she's like, it's supposed to be easy. It's good for it to feel easy. And like, it took all of my strength to not like burst out crying. I don't know why. I mean, everything is making me cry right now. Like, I watched the Framing Britney documentary episode or whatever on Hulu this past week. That made me cry. Like, everything is making me cry right now. But that moment, it was just like, it's supposed to be easy. Like, I'm not supposed to feel this horrible. And it was just so encouraging, and she was just so nice and understanding, and I just felt like she knew the answer to everything. Like, she's seen everything, and I just felt like good with her. Oh, that's our alarm to do the shot. So we've been tapering, and we've just been going down in small increments every day. The last 2 days I've done the same increment because I was feeling so horrible on Friday. Like, I couldn't move my body, basically. I felt so awful, so extra nauseous, and I did not expect to have bad side effects from getting off of progesterone. You know, a lot because, you know, you're taking away the hormone. So I would think, okay, you've got nothing to look forward to but good things. And I really think that it has been a hard transition, even though we are tapering. And I looked online and I've seen other women talking about how hard it was and how bad it made them feel. And like today I have this horrible headache all day. Well, it's been a little bit on and off because I have been taking Tylenol, but it's a full-on back right now. And I saw women talking about a really bad headache, and it's just like a few days where you're kind of withdrawing off of it a little bit and just feeling really bad. And I'm definitely going through that. But from here on out, after this dose, I'm gonna be free and it's gonna be easy. I know pregnancy is not easy, but I'm looking forward to hopefully feeling better, even if it's just like this much. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling way too much. Definitely rambling more than I intended to. And we gotta do our shots, and I think I need some Tums. How you doing, family?
Doing great, feeling great.
Y'all ready for dessert?
Y'all ready for this? On fire.
Okay, let's do this shot. Should we record our very last one?
Yeah.
Now I'm doing Mission Impossible. This one won't be bad, it's just such a small dose.
Yeah.
Woo! That was easy. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Shoot my baby bump tomorrow. We're done. Donezo.
We did it.
All right, we're ready to have dessert. I think these are the last two servings. We're definitely doubling up a little bit with the last pieces of our dessert from last weekend, the cinnamon roll dump cake. This is the best dump cake I've ever made. Like I said it last weekend when I made it, first impression, but we've been eating it for leftovers every day since, and it is the best. If you like cinnamon rolls, if you like cinnamon swirl anything, you have to try this. It's just too easy. Go to my last video, make this happen in your life. And then as we eat our dessert, we're gonna be watching Killing Eve. I know this came out a long time ago, but I've always heard good things about it. We were done with the center. Also very interesting, but we're getting into this. I think we're on like the second or third episode. All right, let's see what we got, Luna. Oh my gosh. We got a little snow. Go ahead, Toonie. Oh, she's so brave. Gonna do it right here. Ooh, it's freezing. Look at this outfit. I love these pockets.
Yeah, you're not supposed to really tuck this in, but it's cold.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Grant is all about dressing for the weather. It's like one of his favorite things to do in the world. I've never given so much thought to dressing for the weather. It's very smart, and he keeps on point. That's part of it. So
snow vlog.
It's a snow vlog.
It's a snow vlog.
Yesterday I was kind of doubtful. You know, I've said before, there are definitely a lot more snow rumors than there is actual snow typically, but it is definitely snowing and icy outside. Not as much as the last time it snowed. It was definitely heavier that time, but it stuck all day today. I've been feeling crappy today. I don't even want to go into the details of that. I feel like a broken record. I've just been feeling so bad. And actually, okay, so I will say, yesterday I was telling you that I was suspecting that it was from the progesterone tapering off and maybe side effects from that. But now I'm kind of thinking it was from a magnesium supplement that the OB suggested, because when I felt horrible on Friday, I had taken that the night before, and then I felt horrible today and I took it last night. So I'm gonna step away from that. I think it'll be fine if I just don't take it anymore, because I don't want to feel like this anymore. I just feel like dead But good news, I just kind of pulled it together a little bit and I shot an update for my transformation video. I'm at 11 weeks and 4 days. I'm getting closer and closer to 12 weeks, which is so exciting. So I had to do my little update, and those videos are super, super easy. I really need to be working, we're not even gonna get it. I have so much guilt for not working when I feel horrible, because usually when I'm sick or I feel horrible, I can still do stuff, you know? And honestly, I don't get like sick, like colds and flus and stuff like that very often. So whatever, I'm trying not to feel guilty for not doing the mile-long list of things that I could have or wanted to do, but I'm having a little spark of energy. We're gonna take advantage. It's been snowing and it's really pretty outside, and we wanna take at least a short walk to enjoy it. That's why Grant is all geared up. I definitely need to get a little bit more geared up because I'm just...
Yeah, I got some ideas for you.
You got big plans for me?
Big plans for you, yeah.
It's Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day.
I totally didn't say that. Oh, my arm's about to fall off. Let's go on this walk.
Let's go.
All right. We're freezing, y'all. This isn't even that much snow, but my face is about to fall off. All right, our walk was wonderful for about 1 minute. It was so incredibly cold. I deeply, deeply have Texas bones, and I am not used to snow. I'm not used to 15-degree weather. Actually, on the weather app, it said it feels like -1, but I'm from Houston. It does not get that cold there. It definitely does not snow, period, basically. Actually, I think they're experiencing really, really cold and icy weather there too right now, or just following us. It's definitely coming down a little bit more. Our walk only lasted like 10 minutes, but it was nice. It was cool to experience it. Back home, just had a snack and kind of got sucked into watching It Follows, a very romantic movie. Luna put on her little Valentine / Christmas sweater. She's loving snuggling. We didn't bring her on the walk because I don't know, like I know dogs have their fur coat, but I feel like her little paws can't handle walking around in snow. Like, yeah. Right now I'm about to start a little Valentine's dessert, and I want to do it earlier before dinner so I'm not working on it when I'm dead tired, because that is just a thing that happens every day. I have to like accept that fact. I become dead tired around dinner time, and it's pretty much unfixable. So I'm gonna do this dessert. It's pretty quick and easy. It's part of my gift to dear Grant, my sweet Valentine.
Sweet Valentine.
And actually, I feel like I might have made it on the vlog before. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I've talked about it at some point. My mom makes magic cookie bars. I feel like she's made them my whole life. There's many different ways that you can make them, but the way that you can make them a little bit more holiday is if you add M&Ms that are holiday colors. And it's no dump cake, but it's basically as easy as a dump cake. It's like layering ingredients that are all really yummy and tasty, getting all that together, throwing it in the oven, and it's just delicious. Here are my ingredients I'm working with. I've obviously already gotten into this bag of Valentine's M&Ms. I've got dark chocolate, I've got semi-sweet, I've also got butterscotch because Grant loves butterscotch. I don't have any graham cracker crumbs, but I'm gonna make them. And then I also have coconut flakes. All right, let's do this. Okay, I changed my mind. This is all ready to go into the oven, but I think that I want to go ahead and get dinner started and get that into the oven first. I didn't totally plan this out. So this is gonna sit to the side. I think it'll be totally fine just sitting here while we work on dinner. And luckily, dinner is really easy. So we are actually gonna do that viral TikTok feta tomato pasta that's been going around like crazy. I just feel like I've seen it so many times. I can't not make it, and it looks so easy, and it also looks really good. So we're gonna make that happen. Look at these shells, they're so beautiful. If you haven't seen the recipe, I will link one of the TikToks that I saw down below in the description. We're actually gonna add chicken. We're gonna add, I think, pesto instead of basil. My mom has given us so many of these little containers of pesto that she makes from her garden every year, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to add this in. So we are kind of switching it up a little bit. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see how it is, but I don't know. I had to do it. Ooh, it smells really good.
Buongiorno.
All right, and we have our chicken ready, and we've got our pasta ready. Let me get that. Are gonna have leftovers, which I love. Makes me very happy because Grant is probably gonna be staying home from work tomorrow because the weather looks like it's still gonna be bad tomorrow and maybe through this week. We'll have to see. All right, guys, this looks really good. And Grant has busted out our fake champagne for the occasion. We got this back whenever we were doing the pregnancy test.
Yeah.
And we never opened it this whole time. So we decided now is the time. Today is our first day not having to do progesterone shots. We're feeling real good about it.
Progesterone shots.
No estrogen.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's true.
Snow Day.
Yeah.
President's Day. It's the nexus of the universe.
Bust out the booze.
Yes.
Let's have a ball.
Mamma mia.
Ooh.
It's excellent. It's really good.
We definitely made it more complicated, adding extra ingredients and steps, but I think it was totally worth it. And this is really tasty. Look at this poor little chicken having to go potty out in the snow. Come on, girl.
Let's go.
You did it. Good girl. We're gonna get you a treat. Yeah. Our dessert is ready. Ooh, it smells really good.
Wow. It's amazing. You outdone yourself again.
All right, so while we wait for that to cool down a little bit so we can have some, let's do a little review on that viral recipe. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I mean, I know we didn't really do the actual viral recipe. We changed it a lot, but I thought it was really good.
It was awesome. And
it probably would be really good if you just did it exactly like the TikTok says.
Yeah.
But I need chicken.
Yeah, I think you need a little protein.
You know, just eating like cheese and pasta is really good, but I feel like I have to eat so much to actually get full. So adding chicken is kind of like a must for me, but it was really good and I'm looking forward to having the leftovers for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good like base layer recipe that you can kind of riff off of, and like you could add pesto was a great idea you had that made it really good.
I feel like that probably added a lot.
Yeah.
So that kind of I feel disqualifies our review because that pesto is so good and it has so much flavor.
Yeah.
So it's good and probably worth the hype. Okay, we're ready for dessert, and I definitely did not wait long enough. Grant's piece came out a lot easier than mine did, obviously. But even though it's crazy looking, I think it's still gonna be good. There's a lot of chocolate involved in this one.
Yeah, I've already decided I'm going back for second.
So good, so easy, and there's so many different versions of this. Like if you don't like coconut or if you don't like pecans, you can switch it up, take stuff off, you know, change the color of the M&Ms, or, you know, growing up, my mom never did it with M&Ms. I just added the M&Ms because I saw it was a possibility and it makes it more Valentine's-y. But either way you do it, it's just good. All right, guys, it is the end of the night. We just watched several episodes of Killing Eve. That show really sucks you in. At first, I thought it was too corny to stick with, but I'm definitely sucked in. I know it's old news, but I'm feeling awful. I'm ready to go to bed. I've been sleeping horribly, and I think that's definitely a contributing factor to how I've been feeling. I feel like this is gonna be kind of a weird week because the weather is crazy. There's still so much snow and ice outside. The snow has slowed down, but since it's staying low temperatures for the next few days at least, I guess, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think that Grant has to stay home at least tomorrow, and we'll just see what happens from there. I don't know. I mean, like I said before, I know it gets much colder and there's much worse winter weather a lot of places, but it's just, we're not prepared. You know, our roads are not ready, our cars are not ready. This is just not the weather that we usually have, and we're not set up for it. So it's definitely gonna be a weird week. Luckily, I don't have any important appointments or anything coming up this week. I did have my OB appointment last week, and sadly, I don't have another one for a month, which is really weird because coming from fertility treatments, you're used to going into the doctor and doing ultrasounds and stuff like every other day, and then it slows down greatly. I'm definitely not used to going a whole month, but I better get used to it because it just is what it is, basically. And I'm remembering now that I forgot to show you guys the ultrasound. I definitely will show it to you, maybe on my story or in the next vlog or something. It's very cute in my opinion, of course. Anyway, not making sense anymore. I need to go to bed. I appreciate you guys being here. If you're in Texas or anywhere and you're dealing with this weather, I hope you're okay. I hope you're not having to put yourself in any danger to get anywhere right now. And I hope I see you again next week. Thanks. I love you. Bye.